Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, welcome back to Ravenport. Yes, we got the Massey Ferguson in field number 6 because field number 6 is full of weeds once again. Yay. Yeah, it's a never-ending story. But seems like a lot of the fields have weeds in it through the middle here. We also have our big crone M mowing field number 7. And I'm not going to mow the grass around the field. 2 reasons. One, we're going to be busy doing other things. And 2, I actually want to do kind of like the test I did in the video I did of silage, grass or corn. So basically I just want to get the grass from the field. And then of course we're going to plant corn in it. And then we'll see later on how much liters of corn we'll get out of this field. I mean, I'm assuming the test is going to be the same. But as we can see, the field doesn't need to be plowed, lime, double fertilization. Same stuff as before. And the Massey Ferguson is going to weed this field while we hop on over. I'll just tab. I'll tab and keep tabbing until we get to the ideal. So we're going to go harvest some oats, leave a straw swath, and then the John Deere is going to come over and grab the straw. Or you know what, the John Deere won't grab the straw swath right away. I'm going to leave it there. We'll do the grass first and get that compacted, and of course the train's coming through. Compacted and start fermenting. Oh, the train just went through. And then, well, I'll figure it out. I'll probably change my mind. Usually I do the compacting afterwards because it does take me like 15-20 minutes to compact that grass speaker from the field. Also, and I forgot to change the settings, I'm trying out something on the HUD. I changed the HUD, how big the HUD shows up on the screen. I got it at 70%. I like it there, but if you guys need the HUD to be bigger, I can bump up the HUD back to maybe 80%, and we'll try that. So leave a comment below if you think the HUD is too small. The HUD is, if some people don't know what the HUD is, HUD stands for heads-up display. It's like in the bottom right-hand corner, the speedometer, the work meter, the fuel meter. If that's too small when it shows up on YouTube, just let me know. We'll change it. Try to make it a little bit bigger. I was trying to downgrade it because to me it was too big. But if you look on the upper right-hand corner, yeah, we almost got 210 grand. That is from me doing, I think I did 4 or 5 fertilizing jobs. And then, of course, selling all that silage yesterday at the BGA. We got like 132,000 from that silage. Just imagine if it was the correct price. Or I shouldn't say the correct price because I guess we really don't know what the price should be, if that makes sense. I have no idea what the intentions is of Giants. But I mean, it says $360 on our economy page, but we're getting like $200 for it. But anyways, we're going to make some quick work of these oat fields once again, and then we'll see. Oh, no. Change. Wasting money. Wasting money. That should be fine now. Forgot what I was saying. But, yeah. The horses should have enough oats, and the horses are doing fantastic. Tomorrow, the in-game day tomorrow, they will be sold. They are just about at max price. I think they're worth $47,000 right now, and the max that you can get out of them is $50,000. So, I mean, technically, we could sell them today, but really, if I sold them today, all 16 horses, I lose pretty much like 30 grand, somewhere around there. I'm going to lose somewhere about 30 grand just by not waiting in one more day. And 30 grand is what I probably need to buy. Oh no, I need more than that to buy all the horses back. But you understand what I'm saying. 30 grand is quite a bit. So we'll see if these fields need to be, they shouldn't need to be lined. I think this is only the second time. I don't think they'll need to be plowed because nothing ever needs to be plowed. Nothing. But we'll top off the horses with the oats once again, then we'll put the rest into storage. That's why we got a silo here for the horsies. And today we probably will buy one thing, and that is, I don't know if I want to buy one or just rent one again, is the stump cutter, because I tried, we cut down the trees the last episode, and I tried to put down a small cow pasture over by the BGA where we cut that tree down. And it could be because the tree stump is still there, but it would not let me place this as objects are in the way. So I either got to rent maybe we'll just rent one for now. I don't know, we'll have to see how much it is, I guess. I'm not saying we got loads of money, but we got a decent amount of money now for a change. Oh, I can't get all the grain. Oh no. Alright. Fine, be that way. So I did see on Silver News that someone is working on a GPS mod. It's not the same author as before, because we all know he's kind of working for Cattle and Crops at the moment, so no one knows if he will do the mod for Farm Sim or not, but someone's taking a go at making a GPS mod, so fingers crossed. I know a lot of us would like to see GPS mod come back, or at least I shouldn't say come back, come to Farming Simulator 19. The other mod that I wish would come back, and I'm surprised it hasn't made an appearance just yet, is Follow Me, because most of us that are single players, we all know Follow Me is rather handy. Especially when I got fields, I don't have our set of fields aren't far apart, but they're far enough apart that when I bring everything over, I would like to have everything on Follow Me set up and make one trip and be done with it, but it's fine. It's not too far. So what I may do here is, after we harvest this field here, which with this harvester, this takes a couple seconds, I'll kind of help it out in the upper field up there, meaning the edge by where the trees are. I'll make like a couple passes, and then I'll put it on a worker, and then we may start using the John Deere over by the grass field, start picking up some grass and dumping it into the BGA, because we have sold all of our silage yesterday, and I don't want the grass field just to sit there and not do nothing. It's money just sitting there. Yeah, so tomorrow, which meaning I'm actually going to say the next video, because I'm going to get a lot done today, and we'll probably skip kind of forward into the next day when the horses are ready. We'll sell the horses, and we'll have, it'll look like a lot of money, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to buy too much equipment. The forage harvester, which will be like 500, and between that, the forage harvester and the header, we're talking like 625-ish. So yeah, we're going to cut through our money pretty darn quick. But if it does work out, the corn should give us 2.5 times more silage than the grass does. So it's going to be worth it in the long run. I mean, I would love to have another horse pasture over here, but until I can figure out what's actually blocking me from putting a horse pasture down over here, because nothing's really in the way, but it says object in the way. I know I could cut down that one little tree, and I think I'm stuck on the land because I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. There we go, we're kind of going. But having another horse pasture at the moment, we don't have a great pile of oats yet. So trying to run 2 horse pastures of 16 horses in each might be a little bit too much. Yeah, I'm going to have to take another pass at it, I think. Because my back end just hit the tree. And then we'll send him off in a worker and we'll head on over back to the BGA and start picking up some grass. Now I could sell the Big M because really I could buy butterfly mowers for the tractor and just cut grass that way, because we're not going to cut many big fields, but in the future we might get back to fields, I don't know. So for the moment I'm going to say we'll keep it, although I could get a lot of money for it and just buy butterfly mowers once again. But I don't want to say we're in dire need of money at the moment. Alright, dude, are you going to be all set? You going to be all set on your own? We'll see. There's the John Deere. With the loading wagon already on it. Perfect. So I am going to get started on picking up some grass. And I'll bring it back for a progress report a little bit later. The Massey Ferguson has finished his job over in Field 6. The Big M, as you can probably tell, has finished his job mowing the grass because we're picking up the last grass swath in the field. And of course, our lovely Ideal harvester was done ages ago harvesting that oat field down there. I haven't checked the workers' progress in Field 6 and the oat field to make sure they got everything done that they were supposed to. But we'll get to that in a while. Once we dump off this grass, and we'll put the loading wagon away. Well, not away, but put it to the side for now, because the John Deere is going to go ahead and start planting some corn in this field. So in a couple days, we'll have corn to chop in the chaff and put into the BGA pits. So how much grass did we get? I think it's going to be like 550. It's usually like 525, 550. It came back to me when I was doing when I was picking up the grass here. Let's see if I can get up here and not get stuck. Come on. I want to own one nice little pile. So if I put the HUD on here, actually it looks like we got way more than that. We're going to be somewhere around 600,000. Which is great. That's a good amount right there. So in theory, let's see, 120, 1.5 million. We should get roughly 1.5 million when we do corn. Something like that. We'll see. We'll see in a few days, though, won't we? We're going to give it a go. I didn't do that test for no reason. I did that test for myself as well. So let's go ahead and hook up our seed drill. Yeah, I don't want to plant cotton. Corn. There's corn. So we'll just double check before I go ahead and do anything here. So no weeds, no plowing, no lime. Our weeds are all gone on Field 6 like they're supposed to be. And we are all harvested up here, although you missed a little strip right there, which is fine. We can go gather that. That's not a big deal. So the John Deere needs to get to work. And I was thinking how many things I need to use the John Deere for today. I'm starting to think, boy, I need another bigger tractor. But not for a while. Not for, I don't know how long at this point. I mean, we are going to be making a good amount of money in a few days. Obviously with the horses. I'm hoping to be able to buy a field soon as well. So there goes our grass field into a corn field. Here's our case, our Massey Ferguson. We'll fold this up and bring it back to the barn, or to the garage over here. And just park it up for now. That canola should be ready maybe late evening, or probably more likely tomorrow in game day as we do the horses. But we're going to drop this off. We're going to head over to the chicken farm, check on the combine, and we'll feed the horses. They're not going to take too much, because I think we just fed them 2 days ago, so they're not going to take too much. Well, you got straw swath way up here, but you didn't finish this section over here. How dare you? I'll try to get the straw swath roughly in the same location. Maybe the tree threw them off a little bit. I don't know. Get the extra few grains that is there. So just a little bit over 26,000 liters of oats. And as we found out last time, if you come over here with a harvester and the pipe out, you can top off the horses with their oats. So if we go into our animal page, the horses take 64,000 liters of oats if you have 16 of them. And you can see right there, actually we're on yesterday. I think yesterday is a horse we rode when we bought them, but they're worth $47.5, but we wait one more day, we'll get an extra $2,500 out of them, which is great news for us. It's going to be a good payday. But then we have to buy another 16 horses. And with the rest of the money, a forage harvester, it's not going to be too bad. We are going to have some extra money, so I'm hoping with any extra money we have after buying the forage harvester, we're going to buy the header today because we got the cash. One thing I don't want, in 17, I didn't want to buy the equipment until I needed it, because every night at midnight you would have to pay for vehicle maintenance. But now in 19 we don't have vehicle maintenance because we have the repairs. So as long as I don't really use it, it doesn't really matter. So we're going to have some corn, barley, and, barley. Let's try this again. We're going to have some oats in stock. Not as much as the horses would use in 10 days, but we start stockpiling enough, buy more fields, we can make more oats when we need to. And eventually maybe have a second pasture of wow, I'm doing great. Another pasture of horses somewhere. I like how the harvester does the front track does like a little tap dance when I'm unloading it for some reason. And you can unload into there. And I think I'll leave the trailer right here for now. Actually, I'm going to shut off and fold up the harvester. Oh wait, can I fold it when it's... Well, I can shut the pipe, but you cannot... Nope, harvester needs to be on to fold up. And actually, I might as well move it now, because eventually the John Deere will be over here picking up the straw, and then we'll reseed it as well. But the one thing we're going to do now is we're going to head to the store. I'm going to look at the stump grinder. Hopefully do more and look at it. We'll either purchase one. I think it's only like 9,000, so I may just purchase it instead of just keep leasing it. I guess I'll have to see how much the leasing fee is as well. Well, farmer managed decision, we bought it. It's a lot cheaper than I thought. It's only $5,000. I like how I say that. It's only $5,000. Yeah. In farming terms, yeah, it's only $5,000. So instead of paying the leasing fee, I'm like $5,000. You know what? because this would be the second time we've grabbed it. So now we're going to head up to the BGA. We're going to take care of that one stump. And we're not going to buy an animal pen. I just want to see if I can even place an animal pen around there. I keep saying there's an object in the way, but yet there's nothing really in the way. But this stump kind of is close. So we're going to go up here and see. Because this is going to be the future home of our cows. Hopefully. I don't understand why. I may have to go on my test map and just like cut all the trees. If this is where, cut all the trees in that area. Take out the stumps and see if I can even place it. Or I don't know. It just keeps saying object in the way. But by getting rid of this one stump, it's going to open up more of the land area. And I can kind of move the pen over a little bit more. We'll see if it fits. First things first, though, we got to find the stump. Usually a good aerial view will help us find it. Oh, I'm right next to it. There it is. That's the wrong pedal, Peanut. There you go. How is our cedar come along? Cedar's come along good. Oh, great. So it left me that little lovely chunk of pie there. So I gotta find. Whoop, whoop. There we go. There we go. Now it's all gone. All right, let's park this out of the way. So we got corn. It's growing. It's 100% fertilized. So we'll see how that does. Now, animal pens. We're just going to do, I'm not placing this down. Not yet. Not today. Cow pasture, the small one. The terrain cannot be deformed here. Why can it not be deformed here? Why do you not like us? The terrain, this object collides with other objects. The terrain, oh, see, I might be too close to the road there. Then this one here says, the object collides with an object, but I'm not sure what object it would be. I don't know. Where is that little piece of cement that I saw? Right here. Let me try... Nope, I wanted to do this. Let me get this up here. Change landscaping tool. And then ground type. Change radius. Switch painting ground type. Okay. Alright, and then to change the size. Because it looks like something was here once before, and I don't know what. Alright, let's try, since I changed it, I doubt that was going to be it, but... wait, cow pasture, there we go, details. The terrain cannot be deformed here. This object collides with another object. I think there's something here that Giants put down one time before and they deleted it but didn't delete it completely. So we may have to cut, I may cut down these trees on my test map, these two little bushy ones here. And I'll see if I can place a cow pasture there, over here. Because right here it just says it collides with another object. When I come out here, it says terrain cannot be deformed. So that's something I need to look at in the future. Anywho, I'm going to let the John Deere keep seeding the field of corn. And I'm going to start going compacting some of our grass with the case tractor. Because why not? And I'll do it with this on the back of it because it adds a little extra weight. And then when we come back, we'll grab the John Deere and the loading wagon. And we'll head on over and we'll pick up the straw, sell some straw, make our $5,000 cash back on buying this little guy, the stump grinder. I just realized I should have made these longer because I can't drive back and forth more, but I can drive over most of it at one time. Oh, this might be rough. I'll see in a bit. The longer I sit here going back and forth, I start to regret the decision of planting corn in that field and just not planting like soybeans or canola and not doing silage at the BGA. I mean, we're at 60%, but I've been doing this for like 20 minutes. Forward, backwards, forward, backwards. It does flatten out nice. But I mean, come on, course play. That's what I'm looking for, course play. So I can set up a worker just to go back and forth for a half hour while I do other things. You know, the first few times I did this in 19, it's been so long since I actually had a compact grass. So it seemed rather interesting and kind of, I don't want to say entertaining, but it was kind of fun to do. But now I'm getting to the point of, I'll do a little bit and go away, do a little bit and go away. But I've been here since the get-go, just going back and forth, waiting for the John Deere to finish planting corn so we can make more chaff in a couple of days. But I definitely think, I thought, you know what, I'll just plant it higher. Usually when I dump the grass in here, I usually stretch it out a little bit more than this, but I said, I wonder if I plant it more in one pile, will it compact faster? Because you're on top of more grass at once. It actually seems like it's compacting slower. But I do have to take consideration I'm in a smaller tractor. So I usually do this with a John Deere. So I really don't know if that's a factor. I have thought about trying to do a test for you guys like I did with grass and corn for silage. Try and do a test to see if weight of a vehicle, more wheels of a vehicle would compact chaff quicker. But I'm not quite sure how I could run the test and be, I'm not going to say 100% accurate with the test, but I mean, the only way to accurately do it is I would need course play. And the reason being, course play, you set up a path, course play is going to follow it. So what you could do is, on course, if we had course play, you set it up, and the tractor's just going to run over the same spots over and over and over again, and you just time it and see how long it takes to get to 100%. And then, of course, with course play, you have that course saved. Then you can you can get a different tractor, a heavier tractor, or put more weights on the tractor you had, and let it run the same course over and over again with a new setup and see how long it takes. If I were to do it, I'm not going to run over the same path over and over again. I'm going to zigzag kind of like you see me doing now. So it's not going to be, then when I go to do it again with more, you know, if I put wheel weights on here, or if I put dualies or whatever, I'm not going to run the same pattern as I did before. So the only accurate thing we would have is the time-wise. So until we can get an automated system that would drive back and forth on the chaff, it'll be kind of hard to do the test to see if weight actually does make a difference. We can say, yeah, it does. In real life, yes, it does. In Farming Simulator 19, does it? I don't know. But we're at 70%, which is fine for me because my feet are killing me on the pedals going back and forth. And I just saw where the John Deere was done. Best way to test, or not test, but look at his work. Yeah, it looks like he got the whole field. I probably should top off. Nope. Fold up, please. I probably should top off on seed and fertilizer. I'm going to switch this over to oats already. Close that up. So every 2 days we'll get like 26,000 liters of oats. The horses take 64. So technically every 6 days I have enough feed from those fields to feed the horses for 10 days. But the biggest help for this farm will be tomorrow. We'll actually get $800,000 from selling those horses. So I already know where a lot of the money is going to go, which is into the forage harvester. Of course, we need the header as well. We'll have to rebuy some more horses, because if we don't, then we're stupid. Yeah, we'll rebuy some more horses, and whatever money we got left over, I do intend to buy a new field instead of equipment. Just the reason being, of course, every 2 days, we'll, you know, another field will help us earn more money. No, that's slime, Peanut. That's slime. Is that close enough to refill with seed? Yes, it is. So instead of just buying more equipment to help us on the fields we got, we should buy another field somewhere. And that way every 2 days we got another field to harvest and make income on. I probably should put down a repair shop up here because you can kind of see my vehicles kind of need repair. It doesn't, on the tractors, it just slows down the horsepower. From what tests other YouTubers have done, getting repairs done, if you have like a bad, like a seed drill, if the seed drill wears down, it's not going to completely seed your, it doesn't stop completely seeding your field or anything like that. It just, the speed at what you can plant will slow down. Same thing with your harvester headers. It doesn't yield less by having a worn header. You just can't yield harvest as fast as it was if it was 100%. Oh, I also need just a little bit of fuel in here. We should be fine for what we're doing. And I know you might be saying, Peanut, did you forget about the straw down here? No, I did not. I just figured the seed drill was already hooked to the John Deere. We're going to bring it down here. I am hoping, and I'm not sure, I'm going to try taking the man truck and hooking that up to the loading wagon and bringing that over. And let's see if that can hook up to that. The man truck did not hook up to the seed drill because that's the 3-point linkage. But the trailer, the loading wagon, should just be on a hitch. So we'll see in a second if I can just hook that right up to that. Nope. Here's the man truck. Drop off the trailer behind us. Oh yeah, I can't look behind me like that. There we go. Now we can kind of see what we're doing. Does it hook up to the little ball in the back? Yes, it does. Oh wait a minute. This has a PTO on the back. I did not even look for a PTO on the back. Really? Oh wow. Oh, we got to use the man truck to pick up the straw now, don't we? Of course we are. Why would I use the John Deere now? Oh, if I'd known that, I would have been using this a while ago. It's the things I never think about looking at. Whoa, I'm going way too fast. When you're not used to using certain equipment, you just figure, well, a truck is there just to haul things around on. You don't think of having a PTO on the back of the truck. Because this has a lot more horsepower than the John Deere. I got to get used to the steering on this truck. I'm having a hard time with the steering on this truck. Maybe if I go in cab, it'll help me out. That seems better. I think what's happening is every time I go around the corner, the trailer behind me is whipping around left and right, and it's kicking kicking the back end of the truck around because there's no weight on the back of my axle of the truck, so that's going to make a difference. So now that I know I can use the truck, can the truck go over the hay, the straw though? Not a problem. Who left that big pile of straw at the end of this row? I just have to wonder. Oh yeah, that was me, wasn't it? How much did I get of the straw? Did I get all of it? Almost. Get the one on the right. The one on the left is too small for me to worry about. Hope the price of straw is good today. They haven't got straw for a couple days, so it might be good. Who knows? Oh, I probably should check these fields just to make sure they don't need any work done in them before we start planting away. Actually, I can pick up that little piece right there now. And leave a couple little pieces at the beginning of this row. So let's just jump right back into our map. Shows that they've been harvested. Yes, they have been. So no weeds, no lime, no plowing. It's good to go. So I'm just going to pick up the straw in these fields here. Well, this field here. Then we'll get the John Deere working. And then I think we'll go sell the straw that we're getting from these two fields. That way we have a nice empty trailer do the big field up there, so I don't want to get halfway done and have to make a trip, which I would have to, I would think. But now it's good to know that the man truck has a PTO shaft. I was not expecting that. That's why when I said, well, I'll just haul it over there with the man truck, I did not, when I saw the PTO shaft all of a sudden go up and connect to something, like, wait a minute. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And with the horsepower that this truck's got, it's going to have no problem getting up to speed. Not that the John Deere was having too much of an issue at all. Alright, let's head on down to the John Deere. We'll get that start sowing in some oats. Make the horses happy. I would love to put another horse paddock down here, but as you've seen in previous episodes, we have tried to get to fit somehow. And I'm having the same problem as over at the BGA, saying, oh, there's an object in the way, and I'm just looking at it going, what object? Tell me what object, please, is in the way. So before we go up there, what is straw going for today? We can get excited and maybe see. That's actually a decent price. 86. This will help us get back over to 200 grand for sure. Oh, I was like, why am I going so slow? Because your loading wagon is still turned on, Peanut. There you go. Now you're gaining some speed. Alright, 197 we're at. Well, we'll know at the end anyways. But at least we'll get a rough idea where we were at 197. Trying to get a good angle for that money there. 6,400. 6,400. And it wasn't even a full load, but it was close to full. But the money we're going to get from the straw will help pay for the stump grinder. And it's going to pay for our labor costs for the day. Yeah, this man doesn't really like traveling on the on the dirt roads now, does it? Looks like we're going to have just about a full trailer of straw to bring back up to the barn. Okay, I want to have more than a full trailer. Can the horses take enough? I doubt it, because I think I gave them straw the other day as well. See if they take some straw. Hopefully, I'm actually hoping they take enough so I can go take the rest that's in that field. Well, that leaves me a couple thousand liters available. Looks like we got plenty, well, not plenty of room. Let me rephrase that. We got room. And the John Deere has finished field number 1. Or I should say the first field. It's been so long I even forgot. Did I not turn you off? There we go. I forgot what number these fields are. I think that's like 22 and 23, maybe? Okay, sir, did you actually seed the entire field? Looks like you did do that. I don't see where you really missed any pieces, so congratulations, you get a cookie. But you can have the cookie after you finish the other 2 fields. And you probably get demoted a cookie because I know you won't do the bottom section of this field over here, because that's, I don't know, with the AI help in 19, for some reason, some edges of fields they don't recognize or something. I have no idea. But back up to the barn to sell this straw and get another, oh, we should get pretty close to 7 grand this time, because now we have a full trailer. And I was thinking when I was compacting the grass, I wonder if this truck would do a better job, but I feel with the long wheelbase, he might get stuck more often. But now that it's more flat on the pile, maybe not. Okay, gotta hit this turn just right, or else the straw won't hit the trigger. Am I not? Oh, there it is. Either wasn't paying attention, or I'm just an idiot, or both. I would say I'm an idiot and wasn't paying attention. So both. $7,700 for a full load of straw today. So we made about 14 grand from the straw. That's not bad. So at least we are making profit off the fields, even though I know I've kind of said this before. I mean, that's feed for our animals, so we are making money off the fields, just not by selling the grain. But at least we are making some money and profit off the straw every 2 days or so. The loading wagon and the truck can go right on back over to the BGA. So let's head over there while we let the John Deere do his thing over here. No one saw that. Go back in cab, Peanut. You seem to do better in cab with a truck. And like I said, he now got demoted a cookie because for some reason he thought he was done. Every time. No big deal. It's not like, I mean, I got to get in the tractor anyways and move it over. There we go. So now what we're going to do is, of course, get the John Deere working on the last field. And we're pretty much going to call it an episode here. In between episodes, I'll continue to compact the grass and the BGA. And I may cut down those 2 trees just to see if I can place an animal pen by the BGA, or is it just going to be one of those things that there's something there we can't see and the game sees it and says, you're not putting nothing here, silly. I really wish we can, because that's where I want to put the moo cows. If not, then yeah, I'll have to find a different spot. It's just a great place for them because we can sell the manure and the slurry both right there at the BGA. Don't have to go far when the cows need silage or total mix rations. It's right there. Yeah, this tractor does need to get repaired because it's losing its horsepower. It's usually not this slow going up this little hill. It usually gets down to around 4 or 5, so I'm losing a couple miles an hour. You know what? Actually, to save myself some labor, I think I'll do this field myself. Because I really don't feel like compacting grass at the moment. Oh, 1 mile an hour. How lovely. I mean, it usually does struggle a little bit going up here, but not this much. Well, it does when it gets to this point, because that is kind of steep. And gravity sure does not like me right now. There we go. But that was going to do it for today, guys. As I'm going ahead, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and finish this myself. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I appreciate you watching as always. And I'll see you next time in Ravenport. But until then, have a good one.